of this clowning your opponent so much. Every now and then it's you need to do it to get in their head, but Floyd seems to just do it even when it's not necessary sometimes.
Hold me back. Hold me back. You fight, Eddie. No, you fucking stop.
There's no doubt that Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are set to face off later this year. While the super welterweight champion has turned to Floyd Mayweather for guidance ahead of the bout, his work with Floyd is far from over.
Where he goes all the way down. Beautifully done. Ooh, there's a nice counter, and now Floyd's clowning him again. You know, I'm not a fan of this.
He has been training hard in camp, with Floyd Mayweather helping him fine-tune key skills like defense, footwork, punching, and counterpunching. The goal is to secure victory and hand Canelo Alvarez his third loss. As an ambidextrous and highly intelligent fighter, Terence Crawford needs only minor adjustments under Mayweather's guidance.
Dominating. Right, so Floyd is very defensive now. He's letting his opponent get off. He's just making him miss. I mean, this is getting in his head enough. Doing it this way. He doesn't, I don't know if all the other...
Terence Crawford wants Mayweather in his camp as he prepares for fight night. Talks of the fight have been ongoing since his knockout win over Errol Spence Jr. in summer 2023, when he called out Canelo Alvarez. At the time, Bud was the undisputed welterweight champion, needing to move up 3 weight classes. Canelo initially dismissed the call-out, opting for wins over Jamie Munguia and Edgar Berlanga. Meanwhile, Crawford moved up again, winning the WBA and WBO interim titles against Israil Madrimov in August. Recently, Saudi promoter Turki Al-Ashik met with both fighters, reviving talks of a huge showdown.
That's what everybody want to see. The only way they can be answered is if me and Canelo is in the ring and we fight.
We'll see. We want to talk about it. Sit down.
According to The Ring magazine, the fight is set for September in Las Vegas, though neither fighter has officially confirmed it. While reports say the bout is finalized, key details remain unclear. The exact venue and date are still unannounced, but Turki Al-Ashik's Riyadh season will promote the event, likely airing on pay-per-view. A deal has reportedly been reached for Crawford to face Canelo on September 13 at Allegiant Stadium, with Benavidez also weighing in on the matchup.
I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter, and I always say that. No disrespect to him, but
Many believe Alvarez's size advantage will be too much for Crawford, who must move up 2 weight divisions to face the unified super middleweight champion. Despite starting his career as a lightweight, Crawford's intelligence and time spent building his frame make him a serious contender. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, Benavidez acknowledged Crawford's skill and high ring IQ, suggesting he has a real chance against the 4-division champion. It's a good fight for both, but it's more important for Crawford than anyone, he said.
Sometimes it's a little crazy that people talking about a small fighter like Charlo. He's big.
If anyone can beat Canelo, I think Crawford could, Benavidez said. The size difference will be a big factor, but it's a great fight. I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm happy for Crawford that he's getting such a huge opportunity. I give him a 7/10 chance of winning. He added that Crawford has likely been preparing for this fight for a long time, working on his weight and strategy. When you have a high IQ like Crawford, you can make your opponent uncomfortable and even hurt him. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins.
Which he's big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford, fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo. So no make sense.
Many believe Canelo is avoiding Benavidez, but the LA native is confident the fight will happen. If I keep proving myself, it'll only get bigger. Benavidez recently dominated David Morrell in a light heavyweight bout and, despite chasing Canelo for years, now aims to become undisputed at 175 ulbs. They'll be watching the Beterbiev vs. Bivol rematch on February 22 closely. Meanwhile, Boxing Scene reports 4 major fight cards set for Las Vegas on March 22, March 29, April 5, and May 3, with the last date still uncertain.
I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter, and I always say that. No disrespect to him, but
For Canelo, the May 3rd date is one to watch. He has fought on Cinco de Mayo weekend every year since 2019, except for 2020. With 3 of those fights at T-Mobile Arena, the pattern is clear. However, with the Crawford fight being so significant, he may opt for more rest. That said, Canelo prefers to stay active. As for his opponent, IBF super middleweight champion William is the leading candidate, with talks ongoing since the start of the year.
Sometimes it's a little crazy that people talking about a small fighter like Charlo. He's big. which
At 34, Canelo shows no signs of slowing down, but he is likely nearing the final stretch of his career. In a recent chat with *Ring* magazine, he shared his thoughts on retirement. "I'm getting closer, obviously, but I feel great, better than ever. Maybe at 38, that would be the perfect time to start thinking about it," he said. Reflecting on his journey, Canelo added, "I've taken risks my whole career, facing tough fights I didn't need to. I love challenges and proving how good I am. I never focus on my record, but my trainer reminds me of everything I've accomplished, and it's impressive."
Named you and Terence Crawford as one of the top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it. Sit down.
Canelo last defeated Edgar Berlanga in September 2024, and a fight with Terence Crawford is rumored for 2025. However, both fighters have commitments, and an agreement depends on negotiations. Amir Khan, the only fighter to face both, suffered stoppage losses to each and has shared his thoughts on the potential matchup.
What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big for Crawford, and it'll be a tall task for him. It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean,
Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Canelo. He's changed his tune. He said he's willing to move up 3 weight divisions. To me, that's kind of crazy, but that just shows you, like, man, the dog that's in Terence Crawford. If Canelo is victorious against Canelo,
Terence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime. Anytime. Because, and this is
just too much overall. Like, is that kind of the same thing with the Crawford and Canelo because of the weight classes, the weight between them?
Yeah, I believe so. Crawford, he's a good friend. We reach out to each other. We've been travel the world through the amateur program. He see me beat people up. I see him beat people up. He see me get beat up. I got beat up. We both.
what do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big. He's a little big for Crawford, and it'll be a tall task for him. It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard. I mean,
Really well and figure out something. He's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's a smart fighter, and I take everything seriously.
You good? Thank you. All right. You gotta give us something on Canelo, bud. Something. September? Done deal? Anything.
I never say no to business. So if it is a business for me, I'm open to talk. No matter.
For everybody to support everybody, not just one fighter supporting one fighter. Yeah, we all need to support each other. We all